Hello again there, YouTube fans. This is a real creepy doll man here. I'm back with an all-new episode. It is January the 6th of 2019. Time is now 1:03 a.m. This marks the one-year anniversary of Susie, the possessed doll, and Jamari, the haunted doll, first make their big debut here together on YouTube back on January the 6th. 2018 by their owner, the Real Creepy Doll Man. Brought them both here as an exclusive for all the YouTube fans and all you die-hard Real Creepy Doll Man fans from around the world to see. Now, in our communications and our investigations with both me and the Real Creepy Ghost Hunter Jr., we found the name of these two spirits that are attached to both the female porcelain doll as well as the male porcelain doll. Now we found out there were two. The first one is a female spirit that is attached to the female doll. Her name is Susie Ant. Now Susie gave us a very little detail how she lived her life just before she died, but she did give us a description of what race she is. She is a Caucasian Asian Chinese woman, age 37 years old. Sad to say that Susie gave us very disturbing details how she died, meaning she was possessed by a demonic spirit that took in over her vessel and tried to actually take control of her. And in doing so, Susie decided to commit suicide off a rooftop, and she died at the age of 37 years old, month, day, and year unknown. Now the second spirit is a male spirit. His name is Jamari Samson, or it was Simpson, I think. It's sad to say he is a male spirit, but he did give us a very description of very little detail how he lived his life just before he died, and he did give us a full description of what race he is. He is a black African American teenage boy, age 13 years old. Sad to say, tragedy came for this young man. Now when I mean sadly that he was bullied, and being bullied, he was being bullied to death by a bully. We don't know if it's a male or female, but he was being targeted by a bully. And before we give you that information, I found out when he was born. He was born in the year of 2001, month and day unknown. But let's get back to the big question that the bully had decided to bully him to death, and we don't know if he beat him to death. And sad to say that Jamari Samson died at the age of 13 years old in the year of 2014, month and day unknown. Now I had two theories on this. We'll start with the female. Susie Ant might have disturbed either a resting place of a tomb or in a graveyard that she might have disturbed and released a demonic spirit from that area. Now, as the spirit saw this opportunity, it doesn't matter if it's a male demonic spirit or a female, it decided to claim her body. As it was doing so, it was trying to take her soul. And she did the smartest thing ever to keep it from taking control and taking over her body. She had jumped off a rooftop. Now we don't know if it was a building or a house back in the day in the early Chinese days, but she decided to kill her, take her life, and she died and perished at the age of 37 years old. Now the next one, Jamari Samson or Simpson, died from actually being bullied to death. My theory is, we don't know if it was a male or female, but he or she surely kept on torturing this poor young man. And we don't know if they beat him to death by a fist or some other cruel way, or did Jamari Samson himself decide to kill himself by committing suicide. We don't know. And sad to say, this young man died at the age of 13 years old in the year of 2014. And it is a sad tragedy. Now, I'm going to stick a parent advisory on this episode due to the graphic nature of suicide and also being bullying, I decided to say this to all parents. If you got young children that wants to watch the episode, they must get their parents' permission first because of the graphic nature of what I've told of suicide and bullying. Because I see it, if I had a child myself, or maybe a 9 or 10-year-old, I will not let them watch this episode due to the nature I've told it in. So I said this to all the fans out there, keep checking out for new episodes to come for this 2019. And this is the Real Creepy Doll Man saying goodbye, and God bless you all.